All right, let's do an audio check. Let's do a audio check. How's everybody doing tonight? Welcome to Slow Markets. I'm Coach Dakota, Coach TBA. As always, in the YouTube chat, there is our Topstep risk disclosure. Everything we say and go over is for educational purposes only. Now, it's not a signals class. We know that. These markets are moving. These markets are wild. These markets are absolutely wild. If you guys have been tuning in to Fast Markets in last night with Coach Jay and I, it is Thursday night. It's Friday's price action. And yeah, let's get through this. Then we'll get some questions. I got the NASDAQ daily chart open and had a red day today in the markets. Green day in the account, knock on wood. So green day on the account. Red on the markets, or at least the NASDAQ. And I think we're starting to find some stability. We had that huge rally up, and now we're starting to see a little bit of stability. I look for references. You can see this price action over here on the left-hand side, and kind of where we drift higher. Look, throughout all of this, right? This price action where we just kind of drift higher and just start hitting all-time highs, right? All-time high, consolidate, all-time high, consolidate. So I'm wondering if that's what we're going to see in the coming weeks or two. And I'm saying weeks or two going into summer price action, maybe after the craziness of this war starts to come to a conclusion. Maybe we see some price action like that, right? We're hitting all-time highs, going up and to the right. Red day, green day, red day, green day. And we're drifting. The only thing I'm seeing that's different is the level of volatility. You see the volatility, back last year, last year compared to what we're seeing now. Bigger moves. Last year was like 150 point moves throughout the whole entire day. You catch 50 points. That's a good trade. That's a home run. Now we're seeing that every so often. Look, this was last night. You guys remember last night, Coach Jay and I, that was some wild move. And today, I don't know what this was. Someone, if you could tell me what this was, I was not even on the charts. I was done for the day. So I missed all of this. I have no idea what the heck this was, but it looks like it was vicious. 440 points down, and then 300 points right back up. Tonight, we gapped up. So we have a gap tonight, just opening, which is, having a gap this big. Pretty rare, almost 50 points, and we're drifting higher. So we're right back to where I left the markets. It was quite the journey. Absolutely insane. Let's see what you guys are saying. PM of Iran resigned. Parliament leader stepped down in Iran. Okay. Is that what this was? Is that what caused this sell-off? Was that? That's crazy. Israel wanted to say they carry on with the war. Yeah, this is just what you can see the headlines, right? The headlines coming in, and here we are, right back. Like it never happened. Buy the freaking dip. This market is going up. Coach Hoop, Coach Hoop sent me a message asking if I was still in Intel. Intel is cooking. Who remembers? I've been talking about Intel since last year. I was talking to MP about it on air. Intel is above $80 a share. Intel's over 20% in the green. It's just a thing of beauty. Absolutely a thing of beauty. I've been watching it. I've been buying it on up. And remember, this is not financial advice, not a signals class. It's not insider trading because I don't know. I just know what the public knows. And working out pretty dang good, right? But anyway, let's see. Making session highs right now as we speak. We just started slow markets. We're seeing volatility. We're up 0.6. Let's take a look at the rest of these equities. What's going on besides Intel? We got Apple's scratch, Microsoft up a little bit, Broadcom up a little bit. but the Nasdaq's up 0.6. So it looks like the Nasdaq is outperforming the stocks, the major stocks, right? We got Microsoft up 0.8, Broadcom up 0.7, but we got Nvidia scratch, Apple scratch, Amazon, Google is a slightly green, Tesla scratch, Walmart red, and it's probably just Intel. It's not that big of a position, but we got crude oil at 97. So let's take just a peek at crude real quick. Yeah, crude oil, we gap down, and crude oil's hanging around this 97 level. So crude's been just marching towards, are we going to see $100 a barrel on crude again? I will say this. Do we trust this move? Whenever I see this and I see that like the Tech 9 stocks are not really matching up with this NASDAQ being up 0.63%, I'm like, okay, crude oil's up 1%. We got the Tech 9 stocks, which is Nvidia, Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Google, Tesla, Walmart, Meta, Broadcom, and they're not really saying that the NASDAQ should be up 0.6%. So I'm thinking one of two things are going to happen. I think the tech stocks are going to catch up. Maybe we're going to see some bid throughout those, or we're going to get a pullback here in the NASDAQ. I don't want to short the NASDAQ. If you were tuning in to Fast Markets, you guys see where did I short the NASDAQ at? I had a couple shorts. I had one short for a range trade here. I lost on that one. I had another short for a range trade near these highs. Lost on that one. My last short of the day, when we started to show some resistance, that one paid off really well. I ended the day Greenland cooking. It worked really well. And I can't complain. I made $5,000 on that. So let's just watch. We'll see where this one plays out. Let's take a look at gold. We'll get some to the music going, and we'll see what we can find here. Gold on the hourly chart. I don't know about this one. I could be neutral. I mean, we've been getting hammered here on gold. Didn't see 4,800. We're testing 4,700. So I'm still leaning to the long side. My fear is that if we do start to break down, it could get violent. We know that gold can be very violent. If we zoom out on the daily chart, right? Looking at this daily chart, is this starting to roll over? Can we see a leg lower? Maybe. The dollar's been strengthening a little bit lately. I have a hard time finding a direction on gold. Obviously, I'm leaning bullish. I've been talking about that. But can we bounce here? It looks like we did run below these 700s, right? Where we had this low. We just barely ran below it and held. Looks like we're trying to hold this lower 700 right now as we speak. We're trying to hold this. Maybe consolidation. Maybe there's a play. Maybe there's a play where we're consolidating here and look for a breakout to come up and maybe retest up at these 730s. Could that be possible? Am I just talking and not trading this? Is there that trade? Am I looking at this long here in gold and saying let's do it? Looking at this 5-minute chart, we had this pivot higher. I don't know why that's such an ugly drawing. So yeah, that pivot higher. We're starting to find some buyers in. Get up to those 30s. I'm gonna get into this. Let's see if we could find some buyers here. If we could, I'm liking this long. A retest of these 15s. Bottom of the hour in about 28 minutes. I'll build a position if we can start breaking out of this pivot. So I'd want to see us break through this high. So I'm looking for a higher low, higher low, higher low. I might cut this really quick though. Just going through this analysis, talking out loud here. The dollar's break even. What do we got? We got crude up 1%. Equities rallying. Gold just chilling here. Let's see how this one plays out. Nothing too crazy. Only add position if we do start to break in my favor. So I'm okay with that. Let's get some music going. And let's get to the questions. Music going. Questions. Hashtag slow markets. In the YouTube chat. Gotta get those links in there. There's the links. YouTube in the YouTube chat. On the socials. Remember, make sure I'm tagged. I've seen some hashtag slow markets, but tag me. Tag me in them so I can see them. It's a lot easier for me to see them. All right, we got that. Get this done. Remember, actually, I don't know. We did not get to 700 likes yesterday, so I might have to. We might just have to call off the slow market special next week. All right, I'm going to add one more right there. Dakota hardly hesitates. Nah, I've hesitation and is not part of DBA concepts. If I see it, just take it. Take the trade. Manage your risk. I'm looking at this gold price tonight. This is kind of where we opened up. There's the low. There's the high. Yeah, I still like the longs. Let's see if we get a breakout. What if we get to 1,200 likes tonight? You guys won't. The goal was 700 last night and 700 tonight. So we did not get to 700 likes last night. So I just told Jay after the stream, I said, just don't plan on it.
Order filled.
All right. Okay, there we go. We're starting to rally. I got to switch this to ticks. Nope, it can't be bots. All right, gold. Let's go. I'm going to add. I'm just going to keep adding if gold wants to continue. I want to add to winners. Winners add to winners. Right?
Order filled.
Okay. There's two more.
Order filled.
And another one. Okay. Now we're cooking with. We're cooking. Gonna tighten up that risk. We're gonna tighten up that risk. All right, this is a key level. Do we reject these 15s and 16s or do we break out? I'm looking for us to break out here. I don't want to see a rejection. Bottom of the hour in 15 minutes. Ooh, not liking that price action first and foremost. We just started a new 5-minute candle a minute ago. So we're rejecting these 16s. Came up, tagged it. Starting to reject. Got my finger on the flatten button. And now we wait. Let's see if we get this breakout here. Do I get into two more if we break through these 16s? Nah, we might. Why can't it just break and go? Come on, gold. Ronnie says he's long. Who's he? Me? Get on up there. 13 key. What levels are you looking for it to reach? I went through that, right? I'm looking for these 30s. There's a possible, area at these 730s. That's a possibility. I'm looking for maybe session highs right here at these 19s. That was my first target, is these 19s, to start taking a few contracts off here at 19s. But we are definitely struggling. We got 13 minutes, less than 13 minutes till the bottom of the hour. On a breakout trade, you kind of want it to go. The longer it takes, the less you like it, obviously. I'm watching this price action. This was resistance. Seeing if this resistance can become support on the 100 tick. Oh, we got some hashtag slow markets coming in. I see you. All right, hold it. Hold that level. Hold the door. Hodl. World's worst trader says Lakers are not winning the series. I'll take that. I'll take that bet. You take that bet? I take that bet. Hodl. Gold. To the moon. Let's get those 19s sooner than later. Hold on for dear life. Hodl. Yeah, they're up 2-0. Yeah, Lakers are up 2-0. LeBron did a reverse dunk, blew by Kevin Durant. It was him and Kevin Durant was one-on-one right there. LeBron just blew by him and reverse dunked. And they're up 2-0. The man's 41 years old. The man is 41 years old. No, actually, Hoop, he blew by someone that was 3 years younger than him. All right, gold rejecting there. Come on, you gotta. It's perspective, all right? You can't put it like that. The fact that he's the number one option right now at a 41-year-old just blows my mind. Like, why? Why in the heck would he be the number one option? He should not be. Come on, gold. Let's get on up there again. 10 minutes to the bottom of the hour. Gold just chopping around my entry. Ooh, there we go. There's a little something. Oh, we tested the 15s again. Oh, this could be one of those. Should have waited till the bottom of the hour. I still like it. Look, we tested this 15 level. We've been testing it for a minute here. Since power hour. Just over 8 minutes to the bottom of the hour. Range bound kind of open. Yeah. This is not the price action you want to see for a breakout as a breakout trader. You wanted to see it break out right there going into slow markets. It's not over yet, but It's practicing patience, right? All right, let's retest the 15s. And rejected. Retest these 15s again. Don't worry, coach. You just got long. Bruno's long. That gives me all the confidence in the world. When's Bruno coming on there? I want to see some of those legendary trades you post. All right, okay, let's try these 15s again. Let's try these 15s. Just can't get over 14.9. Like I said, it's we have a special next week, but only if we got to 700 likes. You guys might have to just go over to last night's stream and just like it, because I don't know if they checked it last. I don't know if they checked last night's stream yet. All right, we're in the 15s. And it's gone. And we're no longer there. Come on. Okay, 16s. 16s, okay. We're trying to break through these highs of the 15, 16s. We got 6 more minutes to the bottom of the hour. Add another one. Someone says, just keep adding. All right, come on. At least we're holding the 16 so far. All right, 16.2, 16.1. I want to see those 19s come into play. I'll start peeling a couple off on some pops here. We got 5 minutes to the bottom of the hour. Okay, there we go. I'm liking this. Sure are. Just struggling. It's gonna make it hard. Gonna make it hard here. About 4 minutes. 4 minutes to the bottom of the hour. We're rejecting for a breakout. How do I don't interpret volume. I'm a technical trader, so I trade the candlesticks. Get back up there. That's what she said. Yeah, the MGs, we're testing the patience here, right, Bruno? Okay, back up to these 16s. Oh, they bought that one right up. 17s. Okay, I'm going to peel one off.
Order filled.
Yeah, there we go. I took one off right there. Alex, I cannot. There's rules that must be followed when representing a professional company. All right, I took one off right there at 17. Locked in $33. I regret selling my AMD option. Sorry, Karma. Hodl through these 17s. You missed the black eye, Dakota. You might be getting black eye, Dakota, again soon. All right, 17s. All right, we're seeing this breakout. Bottom of the hour in 3 minutes. Okay, I'm going to take another one off right there. Let's just tighten that up. Chipotle and guac for dinner. We get a little more than that. A little more than that. We're in these 18s already. See if we get these 19s. Woo!
Order filled.
Oh, we're pumping. Off it goes. Off it goes. Bottom of the hour in 2 minutes. Let's get out more of the position right there at 20.
Order filled.
Got another one for 20. Tighten this baby up. New session highs. Are we going to get through these session highs? New session highs. Bottom of the hour, minute and a half. Session highs right here. 20.7. Conrad says, impressive trader. Every night, baby. Every night. Slow markets. DBA Concepts. The one. The only. I see a lot of the social media and the affiliates. Man, that was a session high. We did not get through session highs. I closed out of most of my position, though. Basically, green on the screen. No matter what. What is DBA Concepts? Well, that's what I trade here. It's, you have a strategy. It doesn't matter what strategy you use. It's keeping things simple. There we go. Through session highs. New session high. 62 ticks here. Bottom of the hour in 20 seconds. Buyers stepping in here. Pretty aggressive. All right. We find another burst of buying. Right at the bottom of the hour. Bottom of the hour right now. Let's see what we want to do here with these markets. Beautiful close on that candle. Right here at session highs. Getting through these 20s. I'm going to get out of another one right there. I don't like the hesitation very much. See if we get that one. There we go. There's a nice little breakout. Oh, it's going. It's going now. 22s. See 23s. There's 23s.
Order filled.
There we go. I'm going to trail this one up now. And not too shabby. Not too bad. Not too bad. Remember, this is ×5 actually. So, a little $2,000 trade right here. Equities are also moving. You'd sell from here though? I covered. I got out of most of my trade. Right, I was in 8 contracts. I'm now left with 1 as a runner. Just let this baby cook. Let it cook. I'm not risking much. What, an extra $20? Just let this thing grow. And then move on to the next. Move on to the next. That was the trade. That was the trade. Yeah, just buy it and it goes up. Not financial advice. Well, it might just stop me out. There we go. There we go. Not a signals class. Not a signals class. You want me to go over this trade? Well, you guys, is that not worth a simple like? Just clicking that like button so we can get to the 700 likes. The quotable quote. Just buy the dip. Buy the dip. It's good enough. It's good enough for you. Let's look at these other ones. See what NASDAQ's cooking around. NASDAQ just keeps going up. NASDAQ just keeps going up. Almost, I mean, we're right here at is this all-time highs? Are we gonna see all-time highs here tonight in the equities and the NASDAQ? You guys like that sound effect, huh? You want to hear the sound effect?
Order filled.
You ready? If it hits the take profit, see if we get some momentum back up and retest those 20s. This is frustrating. What's frustrating? Trading should never be frustrating. Daily chart, look at it. Hey, I'll review this trade in a second. So if I take a loss, yeah, I got my sounds in. Don't worry, I got my sounds on. If I take a loss here, whoa, that got me. That's my loss sound effect. It's Jack during the day show on TopstepTV. He played the melodica. That's what that is. And the take profit here. The take profit.
Order filled.
Oh, blocked by James.
That's a take profit right there. It's just an example. 1, 2, 3. That was just an example. All right, let's get back to it. Let's see if there's any other trades. Remember, this is not a signals class, not financial advice. I was demonstrating those sounds, those tones. Let's get the music back. Need that Jack clip. He needs to copyright it and do it. Do this in my practice account. I'm just copy trade 5 XFAs. All right, we're getting buyers stepping right back in here. So I'm going to go ahead and get this position back in.
Order filled.
I'm looking for a break higher. I'm looking for this momentum to continue. We held these 19s. Let's see if we get continuation higher.
Order filled.
Remember, my ultimate target's up here in these 30s. I'm going to do the exact same thing I was doing. I want to see if I can build a position only when it goes in my favor. We got a while to the top of the hour.
Order filled.
All right. There we go. There's 5. I don't have that. Oh, let's get some momentum here. Let's get it. Get it. Session highs. Let's go for it. Session highs 23.2. 23.2. I'm going to be a little bit more aggressive with my stop loss. See if we get that momentum. We're going to get buyers stepping right back in here. Let's see what the rest of these markets are doing. I gotta keep an eye out on those. Well, crude oil just hanging out there at what, 96.80. Been hanging around 97. NASDAQ keeps going. Let's see if we can get this buyer stepping in gold again. Let's get up to those 30s is my ultimate target here. Let's poke through these 23 twos. 47,000, 47, 23 twos, not 40,000. Futures farmers taking the loss in a linked XFA just so you could hear the tones. I'm sorry, not mean to flex. Let's get through these session highs. It was worth it. It was worth it, right? I just paid for dinner. Still got a while to the top of the hour. See if we get through these 23s. Danny says, always green. Not always. Just hopefully more times than not. That's all we could ask for. All right, if we don't go, I'm going to get out. Comes some selling, some selling. Is it going to hold or sell off here? Yeah, we're getting too much selling pressure in. Let me scratch that one. Well, it wasn't a scratch, it's just a loss. Best thing for risk management, someone says. What's your biggest advice on risk management? If you don't like the trade, just get out. It's a lot easier to just get out of the trade and get back in, right? Just cut it. Look, what did you just see? One winner and one loss. And I'm up 344. That's it. Love cutting losers quick. Yeah. It's very important to cut your losses quickly in trading, in life, in dating, all of the above. All of the above. Huh? No, we watch, we wait. I'm still liking the longs. Remember 700 likes? No, actually no. I forgot. We're no longer doing it because you guys didn't get to the 700 likes. But you still like it. All right, I'm gonna get back in here.
Order filled.
Build that position again. Bottom of the hour and top of the hour.
Order filled.
In about 18 minutes. Let's see if we get up to these 19s. Then I'll do the hashtag slow markets. I still have to go through some of them. I haven't went through any of them. Look, I turn around and the market dumps on me. All right, now I have a second. There we go. Let's see if we can get through this. I'm trying to buy a pullback here, looking for that continuation up through those 20s. I really like using buy stops. Get in with momentum. You trading hopes? Does my trading give you hope? Is it my trading hopes? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Tukos 5. My trading hopes. Why did y'all cut the payouts? What do you mean y'all? Are you including me in y'all? I'm not sure what that means. Tuco says, this is a casino and no trading. I think you might be watching the wrong stream. You might be watching the wrong stream. I know there's some other just affiliates streaming at this time. Maybe you have one of those up. You guys got an email? Well, maybe it gives you the details in the email. Maybe try a different song. Z Rooney says, are you short? No, I am actually 6 foot. Some people would be considered short if they're below like what, 5'4", 5'5". Whatever you classify as short. My boy explained why I walked you through this trade. I walked you through the trade. I walked it. I set it up. I executed. I just can't like sit there and hold your hand. If that's what you're wanting. But then I'm taking 2 losses in a row right here, maybe. We'll see. We got 15 minutes to the top of the hour.
Order filled.
I'm looking at this to be a pullback. That's why I'm fine buying in tonight. Buying this. NASDAQ 122s, 27,122s. Crude still hanging out around 97. We're in gold right now. We're negative 0.13 for the session. So gold has about $6 to settlement. So this is basically a settlement, these lower 20s. That we tested and rejected it. $14 minutes to the top of the hour. I'd like this trade to come to a conclusion before then. Kelvin, I actually washed before and after. Before is the most important, Kelvin. If you know, you know. All right, let's get out of this. It's gonna take me a minute to get used to that Jack's tune. It just comes out of nowhere. Crude going crazy. Yeah, crude is finding some buyers. Yeah, there goes crude. There goes the crude. That's for whenever I take a loss, Lee. That's my L. It's like, you take a loss, it plays that. All right, so 1 winner and 2 losses. We got some selling coming in. Buyers just taking it down off this. Get the short music going. We're cooking to the downside now. Dollar strengthening a little bit. Crude bounced. Nasdaq's starting to sell off a little bit. Yeah, there's the Nasdaq. Maybe the Nasdaq is on its way back towards 27,100. Maybe. We still have that gap down there. NQ did not hit an all-time high. We could get in with this momentum to the downside. Go play for these 090s. To be honest, I'm watching gold here. Yeah, live not sim payout, which what people are whining about. Not sure what you're talking about. Oil rallying. Yeah, oil's 97.36. All right, we're back to where we were getting in longs here and gold before.
Order filled.
Let's
Order
get this
filled.
again. I don't mind setting it up a third time. We do have 10 minutes.
Order filled.
You know, I was gonna add some more right there at 15. Let's see if we get through this. The only thing I'm not liking right now is 10 minutes to the top of the hour. I'm looking for a higher low here. If it keeps going down, I'll just take a loss. I know that just sounds bad, but that's just the reality. It's like, if gold keeps going down, you take a loss. You're wrong. I've been wrong. I'm wrong more often than I'm right, though. You know it. I know it. Someone says, take it now. Take what now?
Order filled. Order filled.
All right, let's see if we get the buyer stepping in again. Oh, dang. Oh, dang. Let's tighten up that risk real quick. We popped up to those 16s. This is my weakness, to be honest, right now, is when and how quick do I move the stop loss. I'm having it below this momentum candle right there. And the question is it too tight? Yeah, that's the question. Is it? It's never too tight. This buyers, just get in here. I might need to give myself a timeout right now. All right, let me get out. I just once. I gotta be careful what I say on air. Everything's recorded. Everything's recorded. Let's go. Let's let this one play out. Come on. Let's take a look at this hashtag slow markets. Tommy Trades. Dakota, thank you again for all the insights and inspiration. The team at Topstep has shown me the way 30 green days in a row and took my 6th payout today. Love it. Absolutely love it. I'm going to go ahead and share that one. Yeah, I don't want this thing to run without me. And I'm still liking the longs here. I should have built this position at 14s.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
And off we go. Congrats, Tommy.
Order filled.
Yeah, 100%. Oh, this thing's now we're cooking. I got what I wanted. I just got chopped up a little bit before then. Top of the hour in just 5 minutes. Going back up to these 20s. Maybe. $19s. All right, buyers. Let's get through these 20s. If this thing rejects again, starting to see volatility come in. These candlesticks are getting bigger. These moves are getting bigger as well. If this dang thing rejects, then I just gotta... might just have to cut it. This could be just more of a scalpy price action, right? Momentum. So see money, take money. Looking for, obviously with hindsight, 20 ticks just here, 20 ticks there. Could be the better setup, the better trades. China's coming in hot. We got 4 minutes to the top of the hour. I'm wanting to be in a... I want to be in a decent position if we start breaking out. Like I said, I can see those 730s, those 4730s coming into play. Nice and slow. Crude 97.30, Nasdaq 27,114. I'm long gold. We gotta see buyers take that momentum. Liking this as a pivot though. I'm liking this 16 as a pivot if we could hold and break through back through these 19s. This would be a good pivot for a stop loss. Buyer's got to hold it though. We're coming up at the top of the hour. I don't like bumping up against the time like this. Just break out and not let me... I don't have to worry about it, right? We just break out to the long side. We don't have to worry. All right, see those 19s again. 2 minutes to the top of the hour. A little momentum burst into those 20s. I'll get out of some of this. Yeah. Don't risk it. Don't risk it, Dakota. Let's get that momentum burst into those 20s. $60 seconds. 60 seconds. Buyer's trying to hold the 20s. Okay, I'm gonna get out of one if we could let me.
Order
There.
filled.
All right. Gotta
Order filled.
have a little bit more in this burst into these 20s before the top of the hour comes. Obviously, it's hindsight. It's like, oh, I should have held on to the full position. If it goes up, if it goes back down, you're like, oh, I'm glad I took some profits. So you have another
Order
one right
filled.
there. We're pushing back up towards these session highs. Top of the hour in 15 seconds. Let's lighten the load up just a little bit more. Lock in some more of these profits
Order
here.
filled.
Top of the hour is in now. See what we decide. All right, buyer's trying to step in right there. There we go. Session highs, 23s. Let's see if we reject. Let's see some momentum through this. I don't need a rejection. No rejection. Let's go straight through these mid 20s. Yeah, I'm not liking that rejection. Hold these 21s. Come on. Yeah, that's what I was a little bit worried about. Top of the hour comes in. We see this type of volatility. That's why I said it's happy to take some profits. Let's just take profit. I did. You missed it. I got out of half my position. I'm seeing if this gold could find the momentum back to the long side. We broke the session highs. Buyer stepping in the NASDAQ. Crude oil selling off a little bit. Crude oil just back down to 97. Yeah, we're struggling here on gold. All right.
Order filled.
All right, we flat. We flat right there. Plus 226. No buyers. Is this how I trade my personal too? I trade personal exactly the same. MGC banging its head on the 200 EMA. Got greedy. Don't get greedy. Wish I'd gone to dental school. And here come the sellers. Crude 97.12. NQ selling off just a little bit. This 5-minute candle is only halfway through, though. This 5-minute candle. See if we can get through these. Okay.
Order filled.
Let me get back in this. Risk 235. Risking 235. We're not gonna find it. Not yet. See, the candlesticks are a lot bigger now. Because now we got volatility. We got volatility coming into this market. All right, trigger.
Order filled.
There we go. See if we could get buyers stepping in. My bias has not changed. Gold flying again. It's not too wild. I'm really zoomed in here. I'm watching this 5-minute chart. We got 30 seconds till this 5-minute start closes. Yeah, it's gonna cook me. Yeah, I'm cooked. There we go. Minus 72. We still didn't break these lows. Gold new lows? No, not yet. Crude hasn't moved. NASDAQ still at 120s. And gold is just back and forth. I'm looking for longs, but we haven't really broke out. We failed to break out and go higher. We're starting to sell off now. Bro's tilted like a pinball. You guys are really dramatic. If you guys... This is what I noticed. Who bought a car from Carvana? Daddy. Pay too much attention to the P&L. Honestly, you shouldn't even look at the P&L until you're done with the session. We're gonna hit this
Order
again.
filled. Order filled.
Going.
Order filled.
Not big enough. Now it starts to go with some momentum here. Big movers. It's pretty volatile tonight. Here, I can make it, I can zoom out. Man just enters to enter. If you think this is just entering to enter, you might be in the wrong spot. If you guys realized, this is the same setup all night. And we're only 30 minutes in. We are only 30 minutes in.
Order filled.
And these are micros. There's a lot of first-time viewers tonight. Welcome. Hopefully you're enjoying it. Are we? Yeah, that's right. We're an hour in. We're 30 minutes in from the price action. You guys see me take losses. Hopefully you enjoy the losses just as much as you enjoy the wins. But let's not let this be a loss. Let's let this be a great winning session. Crude selling off. We're a little bit. Crude's down just a little bit. We're 96.80s. Should we? No, I could really get the chat riled up if I switch this to dollars. They'd drive you guys crazy. So many P&L watchers. Too busy watching the P&L.
Order filled.
Then the process. Someone says, long with me while playing chess. Nice. All right, let's break back into these 20s and I can start to scale out again. Remember my target? Where's my target at? Come on, chat. If you guys were tuning in from the very beginning, you know the target. You know where I'm looking. Come on. Let's hear it. Anybody in the chat? $30s? We got some traders. No, you know. If you've been tuning into the entire slow markets, you know the analysis. There we go. Back into these 20s. Let's grab a couple of these contracts. Yeah, I'm looking for these 30s. I'm looking for 47 30s here. Anything below that, I'm happy to get in long. As long as... What's the key? What's the key to trading? Risk management. All right, we got to break through these 20s again. We're back to these lower 20s. I got out of one. Get another at 22. I'll tighten up that risk a little bit. Got a couple more at 24s. Maybe, yeah.
Order filled. Order filled.
What do you think, chat? Where'd those shit talkers go? Where'd all the shit talkers go? Fucking good gambler, huh? I haven't seen the momentum through session highs like I wanted. I'm still not seeing the good momentum yet. Like a solid break and run. I mean, this is settlement. This is settlement here in gold. Right here, right in these mid-20s. Yeah, we're at settlement. So this is... See where we go from here. If we reject settlement... You want to know what's funny? You see all these new traders or new affiliates or old affiliates or all of the above. They're starting to stream during this session. It's kind of wild. But, you know, there's only one and only. I started doing this 3 years ago. All right, we're making our way to those 30s. Slowly but surely. Someone says, do I get paid like an affiliate? I do not. Yeah, see, we're not having any follow-through momentum. Yet. Only DBA, baby. Only DBA. Showing everything. Executions. You gotta see it all. The good, the bad, and the ugly. You know I love settlement. Settlement. 25s. Let's go through this. 25s. Let's get another breakout. We're up 74 ticks. There we go. 26s. Momentum? Do we get some momentum? All right, there we go. That's a little bit of momentum. Get out of a couple more right there.
Order filled.
David Casilso. I don't even know why I keep replying to you. Topstep does not have affiliates. All right, let's get out of some more here.
Order filled. Order filled.
All right. Most of my position and just let this last one just go. Don't like that selling that came in.
Order filled.
Just gonna call that good. Call it good. You guys still looking into P&L? Still pocket watching? Looking at the P&L rather than the process? Yeah, all the P&Lers out there caring about my P&L. Momentum says that interactive broker statement blew you away. Gold and slow markets better than fast markets? Yes, it is. Love the transparency. Dakota, do you have it set to ticks, not P&L, to help with your trading? Yeah, that's the idea, right? You see how this is set to ticks? Then it doesn't matter the size, right? It does not matter the size, whether it's one contract, 10 contracts, one mini, 10 minis, one micro, 10 micros. It's the process, right? The same process that you use, like this, one micro, should be the exact same process you use for one mini or two minis. That's why. Ticks for me is just easier when I'm trading gold. And then I like points on NASDAQ. That's just a psychological thing for me. Do you post your socials? I do. Each and every night. I'll post them. And we do I do hashtag slow markets. There's a few of them coming in. I've been focused on this trade though. I do post some good stuff here. Look, right there in the YouTube chat. In the YouTube chat. Go ahead and you can tag me now. You can tag me. Hashtag slow markets. I try and do what I can. Obviously, I don't want to spend my time sitting there on social media just posting and posting. Everyone sign up. There's nothing to sign up for. I don't charge anything. All right, let's get out of this. Ready? You ready? No. Whenever I close out of a positive trade, we gotta turn the music down.
Oh, blocked by James.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of getting bored by that. I need to find a new one. I need to find a new one already. All right, let's take a look around these markets. Ooh, man. NASDAQ. A little bit of selling coming here in the NASDAQ. Yeah. A lot of selling pressure at these 120s, 130s. Find another one? Yeah, I'm going to have to find another one. Yeah, where did all those naysayers go at now? Where's all those naysayers in here talking shit? Saying gambling this, gambling that. Look, it would have hit the stop loss. So I'm happy I got out of that one. Maybe they were just short, Mr. Longs. Yeah, they do. It's just the internet. So just try not to pay attention to them. Focus on the positive. Focus on the traders who are here to learn and ask good questions. Because I've been doing this for 3 years now. There's always traders coming in. What's your balance? What's your account balance? What's your P&L? What's your account number? Show us your calendar. And that distracts for what I'm actually here to do. And that's answer the good questions for those that want to learn. It was a scary place. Yeah, for sure. Nay. Now remember, if that doesn't deserve your like, then out of here. I don't know what else would. What else? What else do you want to see? Well, someone's saying Intel's setting up for a great short tomorrow. Brother, I will not short Intel with your money. Unless it's a short time frame. Nah. Oh, look. Okay, we got... I still have to get through some of these hashtag slow markets. Okay, well, I'll do one more. This is the last one. We're almost to end the class. Locking in this combine. Good work, Matt. Good work. Base hits. See, now that the session is over, we can look at the P&L, right? We can look at the P&L and say, okay, you're done with the session. We could do a review. And this is how I like to do it, right? You go through, you do everything, you trade, you follow your process. You don't let any particular trade affect the way the very next trade is going to be, right? You place a trade, you follow your process. Okay, move on to the next. Move on to the next. Move on to the next. Once you're finished for the session, then you could do a review, right? Okay, I'm done for the session. How was my session? How did it go? How did the market? How did I react? How did I perform, right? And what was my P&L, right? That's the result. That's the scoreboard at the end of the day. So number one, session started off well. I started looking for longs. First thing I was looking for was longs. I went to the higher time frame, like an hourly chart. And I did my analysis, and I said, okay, came to the conclusion that we've been holding this. We came down, we broke these lows, and we are holding these lower 700s, and I'm looking for a breakout to the long side. There's my analysis on the higher time frame. Simple, straightforward, DBA concepts. Keep it super simple. Zoom into a 5-minute chart. You can see where we opened up for tonight's price action. We rallied all the way up, made the high for the session, sold all the way off, made the low, peaked just below that, and we had a higher low. And so first thing I did, like, okay, this is looking good. I'm looking to buy it. Now, I'm not just closing my eyes and buying it for no reason, right? You guys seen, I started to buy it around here, right? I got in, added to it. You've seen how I added to my position. I add as we go in my favor. This one worked out. It required some patience because we were chopping around for a little bit, and we broke out. We hit my targets. Obviously, we didn't get to my final target. I was looking for 47.30s. We didn't get it, unfortunately. However, I took profits. It worked well. Try to buy it again. All right, the first long did not work. I got stopped out. I tried it, a couple more times. Once, twice. Didn't work out. Loss, loss, loss. So win-winner. One winner worked out really well. 2 losers. 1, 2, 3 losers, actually. Dang it. Set up again. Executed. That one worked out a little bit. That one worked out. That one worked out okay. And then same thing happened. Same thing happened. Loss, loss, loss. Top of the hour came in, and then finally we caught some buyers, and I finished up 635. But once again, you don't want to look at your P&L. You have a daily loss limit. Okay. You have a daily loss limit. That's your hard cutoff. Worst case scenario, go on till you mess up your process. You hit your day loss limit. Life goes on. Tomorrow's a new day. What you don't want to do is in the middle of all this, in the middle of the game, you change up your game plan, right? It's okay that sometimes, right, if you're not seeing it good, you're like, okay, I'm just going to lock myself out. I'm not seeing it good. I'm going to just move on till tomorrow. But you do not let the results of a single trade, if you followed your process accurately, do not let the results of a single trade affect your next trade, right? So the results of an individual trade during a session, do not let that get to you mentally. Do not let that get to and affect your next trade. Because if I would have started taking those losses, I'm like, oh, okay, wait, I'm going to start shorting. But then it didn't follow my analysis, or I'm changing up something based off of my emotions because I looked at the P&L and the P&L just wasn't where I wanted it to be, or I wanted more, or I gave back some, or someone in the chat was talking shit and I'm like, I got to get back at them. I got to get my P&L back up where it was. That is emotions that just destroys traders. Right? It doesn't matter your strategy. Your emotions will get to your account a lot quicker than a bad strategy will. So now that you're over, then you could review your trade and say, okay, you know what? Maybe during this chop, when this market was starting to sell off, I could have sized a little bit smaller. I could have done this a little bit different. I could have had a wider stop. If I would have had a wider stop in a smaller size, I wouldn't have chopped up. I wouldn't have gave back, $300 or $400. And then I would be sitting at maybe 1,000 instead of 600. And then you could just review. You get the trading journal. You could do all that stuff. But you don't want to do it in the heat of the moment when you could, react out of emotions. So I hope that makes sense. And then that's why I don't like showing balance, max loss. That's why I like showing ticks, like ticks when I'm trading, ticks or points. And honestly, if it wasn't for hey, I'm going to be on air and I'm going to show you, I would probably hide. Just do this. Just hide it all, right? Hide everything. Hide everything. We don't care. I don't care. I'd have a daily loss limit. The most important thing is just executing. Just executing. Obviously, we could talk about professional sports. You don't really care about the scoreboard in the moment, right? Because you shoot a jump shot, a 3-pointer, or middle of the game, right? You're taking a layup. In the middle of your layup, you're not thinking, oh man, if I don't make this layup, you're going to lose the game or all that. That's where you overthink and mess up. Yeah, Nick for a tick. I will be gatekeeping this balance the rest of the night. You guys will never know what my balance is. Never. If you guys watch me every night, you know exactly what my balance is. So, all right, everyone. That is where I'm going to end it. Remember, tonight's Friday's price action. Tomorrow's Friday during the day. I will be on air tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. Central. Same time all this week. If not, I will see you Sunday night. Sunday night. Take care, everybody. Bye.